Hey, what is up everybody? My name is Ty. Today we're going to be taking a look at some upcoming Dead Island 2 content, giving you guys an exclusive look at upcoming SoLA DLC weapons. So let's waste no time and jump right into it. From what we know, there are 5 main weapons coming in this DLC, with the 2 main ones being the Sawblade Launcher and the Ripper. There's even an achievement around these weapons, so it's best to say you'll probably get these by progressing through the SoLA DLC, kind of how it was for House, how you just get the crossbow just by completing story missions. But this actually isn't the first time that I've talked about these new weapons. In the past, I made a video going over the Sawblade Launcher and the Ripper because they were actually in the game files when the game launched, and they actually looked quite different. At least the launcher, that model completely changed. It almost just makes me wish they kept the model in the game and used it as a different variant, because I quite like it. In general, I would say the new version is certainly a step up, but keep in mind everything is subject to change. With the old Sawblade Launcher, you can shoot it, you can still use it, but you wouldn't actually see the saw blades shoot out. But now though, you can actually see the blades land into the zombie skin, stick in there, really creating a pretty cool looking effect. So if you want to, you can cover their whole body in saw blades. When the DLC update drops, I do think we'll get a texture rework for this thing, and if you actually look where the saw blade is shooting out from, it doesn't really make any sense. So I'm sure that'll be tweaked when the DLC actually releases. Same with the reload animation, because right now it just uses the crossbow one. The next weapon we're going to be talking about is the Ripper, which is from Dead Island 1. Unlike the Sawblade Launcher, I would say this weapon is completely finished. Animations are all there, plays well, does its job, and here is your first look at the new heavy attack animation. There really isn't too much to say about this weapon besides it's cool to see it back in Dead Island 2. It's got some writing on the side you can read for yourself, the saw blade actually moves in like before, and yeah, that's pretty much it for that weapon. It's pretty brutal as you can see, and it's probably the closest we're going to get to a chainsaw. So beyond this, the other 3 main weapons that we're going to be discussing are these: the guitar axe, the microphone claws, and the tactical hammer. In the top right, it does say detailed March 5th, 2024, so that's my guess when the weapons were probably designed. I am glad they're deciding to go the makeshift route and switch it up a little bit, because I found a lot of the weapons in the main game to be kind of boring and the same feeling. You don't really start making the super obscure looking weapons until the late game, and by that point, well, you're kind of already out of content to do. And with that said, those are all the new weapons that we got to discuss today. If I had to ask one main question to you guys all for this video, it would be, what Sawlauncher do you guys like most? And as for the cinematics that you saw throughout this video, they were all filmed by me using my friend Beskid Morale as a body double to hold the weapons. Sometimes people ask how I make my videos, so to explain, I use the Unreal Engine 4 Unlocker, which allows me to go into free cam and fly around and get cinematics as you saw. But not only that, it can allow me to slow down time, make myself super big, and so on. It's a very cool client to use. And with the game probably not getting any more future content after SoLA releases, you kinda have to make your own fun. With that said though, hope you guys enjoyed the new look at the upcoming SoLA DLC weapons. And if you enjoyed, then do me the favor of liking this video, subscribing if you want, and stop by next time everyone. Peace.